Herd is coming up next here on FS1. Let's head over to Colin Cowherd. Colin, what is on the show today?
Well, got to address the LeBron rumors in Golden State, number one. And number two, the owner of the Patriots said something yesterday, and it wasn't a little thing. And why I believe it could mean Belichick's gone after the Super Bowl. That's coming up.
All right, thanks, Colin. Well, time for our final topic of the day. Floyd Mayweather has spent the last 2 days posting videos of himself in the MMA cage. Yesterday, Floyd posted a video with the caption, "Come at the king, you best not miss." Shannon, could you see Floyd fighting in the UFC?
No, Floyd,
Yes.
don't do it.
Yes.
Floyd, don't you do this. Skip, it's a lot easier for MMA fighters to go into boxing because they do some boxing. They do some striking with their fists.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather has never kicked anyone in his life. Can you imagine someone kicking him on them little legs, them little piano legs?
Little legs.
Yeah. He got Floyd, if you want money, go fight Errol Spencer. Go fight a boxer and make some money. Man,
You're making money doing that.
First of all, Skip, the mystique about Floyd Mayweather is the 50-0 record. Don't get your butt in that octagon.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. cannot help himself. He's never going to have enough money, and he's definitely not going to have enough spotlight. And he knows the ultimate payday and the brightest spotlight would be in the octagon against Conor McGregor. You know it, and I know it. It is going to happen.
No, Skip.
And I'm going to get my $1,000 back from Floyd Sr. I am.
No, Skip. Why do you want that to happen? You know he outmatched.
Turnabout is fair play.
Conor called Floyd out.
No.
I mean, look at Floyd. Floyd don't even look right in the ring. He's trying to bounce around like those guys go into the ring.
Floyd looked like he gained a couple pounds to me.
He gonna gain him a couple of headaches, too, if you get in the octagon.
Yeah, he might.
Leave that alone, Floyd.
Yeah.
You don't want no part of
You
that.
should just stay away. It's just safer. All right, that is it for us. We'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern. Right now, Colin Cowherd tells you who LeBron has been toying with. The Herd starts now.
Don't do it, Floyd.
Undisputed.
This is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, live in Los Angeles, iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Huge show today. Greg Cosell, Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Howie Long, Terry Bradshaw, all be joining us today on a Thursday. Christine Leahy joining us as well.
You know, your guy LeBron maybe needs one of those cupcake hats soon.
I saw it. Let me just address the story this morning. I thought this was going to be a LeBron-free day. I was driving to work this morning. I had a bunch of things ruminating in my head. So let me address the story, which is the story today, which has broken, which is sources. So let's start with that. Somebody's sources. The Warriors could set up talks with LeBron James if the max deal is available. If the Warriors can create a max salary slot this offseason, they could position themselves to secure a meeting with LeBron, league sources told ESPN. There is no indication that says Golden State's evaluating such options to acquire the Cavs star. A sign-and-trade scenario would be the most realistic way for the Warriors to get him. They could build an offer around Klay Thompson and Andre Iguodala, according to a source. To make a sign-and-trade possible, Golden State would need Kevin Durant to decline his player option and take even less than his current annual salary. Well, stories get out when somebody wants them out. Why in the world would the Warriors leak this story? They didn't. This is LeBron's camp leaking the story. I don't know who. They would deny it. But there is no reason that Golden State, the best team in the league, would leak a story like that to tick off Klay Thompson and disrupt what is going to be a very kind of pedestrian drive to the NBA Finals and another championship. This deal, by the way, only works if Kevin Durant and Steph Curry agreed to it. And why would they? Number one, they don't need him. This is the only NBA team that doesn't need LeBron James. And two, this feels like a party that LeBron wasn't invited to in the Bay Area, and he's crashing. Listen, Justin Bieber, if he walked into most parties, would make it very exciting, right? The one party he wouldn't be needed, a Kardashian party, so they probably wouldn't invite him. Golden State doesn't need LeBron, and LeBron's and his camp are letting this go for 2 or 3 reasons that I can think of. Number one, Cleveland's a mess. This makes him relevant. Number two, to get into Golden State's head, get that stuff swimming around. And number three, LeBron's owner can read it. The owner of the Warriors can read it. And again, it just kind of stuff that ignites conversations, and maybe down the road this thing happens. That's what it feels like to me. But let's be honest here. Stories get out when somebody wants them out. Golden State has no reason for this story to break. It is somebody on the LeBron side, and the reasons appear fairly obvious. He wants people talking about him or talking about stuff and talking about the Warriors, and he just plants a seed in the Warriors owner, Steve Kerr, Bob Myers, the GM, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant's head. I think the chances of this are highly unlikely. It's ring chasing to an extreme position, and Steph and KD, frankly, didn't invite him to the party. Let's segue to something else that was said yesterday. It's on record, and I don't think it is a little deal. The Kraft family. Bob Kraft owned the Patriots. Jonathan Kraft said yesterday, and if Jonathan Kraft is saying this, then his dad, Bob Kraft, has relayed the message. Here's the sound. Listen closely.
Is there dysfunction in the organization now?
No. No.
There's no dysfunction.
No, wait.
Zero.
You have tension. I think tension, a certain amount of tension, helps make great things happen.
That's not the bite I'm interested in. Here's the quote I'm interested in. I think Tom Brady's earned the right to make the decision to retire. That is not a small thing. The Kraft family is doubling down on Brady over Belichick. They're doubling down on it. Okay, remember the first time I told you, we saw the ESPN story that Jimmy Garoppolo, a threat, get him out of town. Okay, what they were saying is, Mr. Belichick, Tom trumps Belichick. The ESPN story reported it. I theorized it before the story came out. Everybody's denying it, but now they're admitting there's tension. Well, why would there be tension? So Jimmy Garoppolo was a threat out of town. Yesterday, retirement, Tom makes a decision. This is not a small thing. Remember, all great mysteries leave clues. All of them. Number one, Bill Belichick, a legendary grudge holder. You know it, I know it. Parcells, Cleveland Browns, a legendary grudge holder. Number one, trades both of his backup quarterbacks for less than market value. That is a fact. All mysteries leave clues. Garoppolo could have gotten more. Jacoby Brissett could have gotten more. Belichick always wants backup quarterbacks. He always wants a succession plan. Now he doesn't have it and gave it up. The second clue, Belichick suddenly assists, for the first time in his career, his coordinators to get jobs. Helps them in the interview process. Lets them talk to the press. Makes phone calls on their behalf. All mysteries leave clues. He's never done that before. And number three, which I mentioned 2 days ago, Belichick wears a fedora off the plane. Belichick had 33 smiles on media night. Belichick, who's historically grumpy, I'm reading a CBS report this morning, has never been this glib, has never been this warm, has never been this lighthearted at a Super Bowl. Why? Swan song. The notoriously grudge-holding coach who's got the longest memory in the league, after this game leaves New England, they have no succession plan at quarterback after Tom. They have no succession plan after Bill. I'm telling you now, the media people that are suggesting Brady's going to leave, Brady, for the second time yesterday, was told, this time publicly, Tom will decide when he leaves. That is the second time. The first time New England denies it. We did not force Belichick to trade Garoppolo. We did not, well, according to a story that was published now that you admit there's tension, this time was public. Tom will decide. So yesterday they largely admitted the ESPN story was right. There's tension in the building. Well, why the hell would there be tension? Where's the tension? All you guys do is win Super Bowls. So I think the timing is incredibly interesting. And let me add this caveat. Let me add this. If Belichick is considering doing what I believe is a coin flip, a 50-50 proposition, he's gone after the Super Bowl. Especially if he wins, he's gone. Of all the places, why would Belichick send Josh McDaniels, make calls on his behalf to Indianapolis? Why? I mean, he wouldn't trade Garoppolo here or there or that. Why? Because if Belichick leaves Indianapolis, now would have the best quarterback, not named Brady, in the AFC, Andrew Luck, with all of Belichick's secrets with Josh McDaniels. And a good GM, Chris Ballard. So I'm just laying it out there. Everybody in the media talking about Brady retiring. Zero chance. Belichick, 50-50 proposition. No succession plan at quarterback. Now no succession plan post-Bill. And he has never in his career gone to a Super Bowl and been this glib, wearing the fedora, knew he would be asked questions, answered all of them, joking with the press, 33 smiles, never been this glib, multiple articles. Folks, all mysteries leave clues. 1, 2, 3. Opinionism, alive and well in the herd.
Have you trademarked that yet?
I'm strongly considering it.
You should.
People can think I'm crazy all they want. So our two stories today, LeBron James Warriors, they planted that. They want that out. There's a reason. Golden State shouldn't do it. Why would they do it? They don't need him. And the second thing is, Belichick is just funny and smiling, and he's done 3 things now he's never done. Had a football team and no succession plan after the quarterback, helped his coordinators get gigs, and now suddenly he's Chris Rock. You know, he's Mr. Stand-Up Comedian guy at the press. When guys go off-brand, contrarian to who they are, I get suspicious. Call me nuts. Howie Long in studio right around the corner, and so is Terry Bradshaw. The calendar has turned to February, which means Valentine's Day, February 14th, Wednesday. Yeah, I got it down. I've memorized Valentine's Day. It's the 14th. You ever failed miserably? Don't this year. How about a gift from Sherry's Berries? Go ahead, think inside the box this Valentine's Day. My listeners can send Sherry's Berries or any of their decadent gifts to their Valentine, get 20% off the gifts of over $29. All you have to use the promo code HERD. I've eaten these. I've had these every year. They're amazing. Fresh strawberries dipped in dark and white chocolate goodness, topped with rich chocolate chips, chopped nuts, signature swizzles. All right, choose the delivery date, and it's guaranteed. In fact, they just sent me some yesterday. Only one way to get 20% off an unforgivable gift. Berries.com, code HERD. BERRIES. Berries.com, code HERD.
We get to strike.